Hello, and welcome back to the Outpost. We had lots of fun last time, didn't we? Now it's time to celebrate some of my victory and make some stuff. As you can see, I've already gathered the objects here. And I made a couple earlier, but just to show you how it is, Enderstone, the Arcane Stone block, Zombie Brain, and any type of dye. In this particular case, I grabbed magenta. And we'll make 2 more since I can. I'll take my wand because I'm going to need that. And it's dark. Okay. I'm going to go sleep and make it daytime before I start playing with this stuff. Okay, there we are. Daytime. So, I've got a couple blocks here. Seem to be lagging a little bit. That's kind of weird. Anyway. Yeah, kind of a neat little texture. We got some magenta ones. We got some green ones. And you can make these with all the colors that are available in the game. So, they look kind of cool. But why did I go through all that trouble of killing a dragon to get it? Well, because of this. Haha. I, as a player, can walk right through it. If there's anyone else in the server, I don't believe they could walk through it. If there's anyone else in the world, I believe there's limited just to me. And also, can't break them with a pickaxe. The only way to break them, take a wand, whack them. Kind of neat. But what I can do is, I can actually come over here. Whack my door down. Put a couple blocks, and there we go. I got a new doorway. Don't know if I'm going to keep it or not, but it's kind of cool. So, I think I'll keep it for now. We'll just throw these in here. And throw this in the trash can. So one other thing I did was I wanted to get easier access back to the end rather than having to ride a boat all the way there. And what is this? It's a dirt block with a lever. Interesting. Okay, yes, I admit, I cheated. I made this ahead of time. This was one other thing I wanted to show you guys. This is a drawbridge. This comes from Tinker's Construct, so same one that makes the sword and the axes and all that. And it's simply a little device that, when you apply a redstone signal to it, will spit blocks out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... It's like either 13 or 16 blocks. I think it's about the same amount of distance that a piston can push items. And if you retract the redstone, if you turn the redstone signal off, it comes back down. Yeah, this is called the drawbridge. I have no idea what these arrows do. I haven't found that out yet. But whatever block you put in here is what it will spit out. So, we'll put some dirt in here. If we hit the switch, see, spits dirt out, it retracts. Now this other spot over here is for a camouflage spot. So if you put a block in there, and apparently it has to be an actual block because that didn't work, it will look like that block. So it's really great for hiding doors and stuff in like castles and buildings and stuff like that. You just put a redstone switch down, and then when you flick it, you've got it open, and then when you flick it the other way, you got it closed. So I've got an idea for something I'm going to do with this, but that, I believe, will have to wait for next episode. So what I was originally going to show you, after my little trick, is I made a long walkway out of stone all the way down to where the end portal is. Now, rather than carrying all this stone and running back to the magma extruder, our little cobblestone machine, I've used something in this block which is called compressed cobblestone. I may have talked about this before, but if not, it's actually really cool. The way this works is you put 9 cobblestone in a block, and you get a compressed cobblestone. If you put 9 compressed cobblestone in a block, you get twice compressed cobblestone. If you put 9 twice compressed cobblestone, you get triple, quadruple. Goes all the way up to 8, I believe. Yeah, and as you see, each time you compress it, it gets darker and darker and darker, until you basically have a black block, which is the octuple compressed cobblestone, which is 43 million cobblestone. I may want to do that just to say I did it and carry one around, because I will have all the cobblestone I will ever need on me at one time. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, this is just, your average walkway. Goes all the way down. We've got a couple turns here and there. Goes up a hill, and eventually leads to the ender portal. It's not very exciting, but it's useful, so I don't have to ride boats. Made some sushi using my little fishing net that we showed you an episode or 2 ago. Actually, should probably check that, see how that's doing. Yep, it's up to 35 fish. Last time I emptied it, it was full. So it's nice just to leave running and we get some fish. Expanded this tank. And the other thing I did was I seriously expanded this tank over here. This is basically, it's quadruple the size. Because I found this biofuel is much more efficient than the seed oil. Eventually, I'd like to convert solely to this biofuel. Rice, corn, tomato, raspberry, ginger, celery, lettuce, garlic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, onion, 9. Okay, up to full efficiency, turn the switch back on, and there it goes. So every so often I just come through, clean out all the vegetables, convert them to seeds, store them in the chest so that eventually I can load this up. I think the other thing I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm going to set up a golem to carry stuff from over there to over here. I'll probably actually move that chest over to near here, just so that I have a repository and he'll keep it full of stuff. At least that's the idea. I'm not burning any of this at the moment. I'm just filling up the vat. Like I said, eventually I'd like to get rid of the seed oil. It's nice, but this is a much more complicated system to maintain, because every so often I have to come down here and empty out the mulch or turn the engines on so it can actually get chestnuts, which as you see it's out at the moment. I have to refill fertilizer, which I'll probably have to do relatively soon. And really at this point, these aren't doing anything. I'm not using too much power. I just don't want to turn these engines off, so I keep it running. But, this is something eventually that I'd like to upgrade beyond this system, maybe get a fully automated biofuel system. Because as you saw, one reactor worth of biofuel, so 4 buckets, or one biofuel generator worth, 4 buckets can basically fill an entire redstone power cell. That's a lot of power from just little, a bunch of seeds. Much more efficient than this chestnut farm. But that's something to do later. Oh yes, the drawbridge. I wanted to show you. Made sure to show you guys the recipe so you can see it. Bronze ingots, aluminum brass, and a blank cast, which is just 1 ingot worth of aluminum brass in the casting basin with no cast on it. Just dump it right in there, and you'll get a blank cast. Actually, I'm going to need another one, because I think I'm going to need 2 of them for the idea that I had. I should still have another bar of the aluminum brass. There we go. So we'll get this melting. So I think that's about all I've been doing at this point. I'm kind of in maintenance mode at this moment. I've got my next idea, but in the meantime, I'm just harvesting the crops, converting them to seeds, making sure I have food, keeping this thing going. Eventually, I'm going to go to the end and just take my wand of lightning and just kill all the endermen I can and collect ender pearls, hopefully. Yeah, I think that's about it. Is there anything else that I saw that I was going to show you? Let me take a quick look through. Golems. Yeah, I think that's about it for the moment. I eventually want to figure out what these couple things are. As you see, I still have a few researches to get. There are a couple items I want to make. Like this one sounds cool. This is, you know, a wand that you can use to fly, which is cool. There's also this chest piece you can get down here, which will let you fly as well. Really, really interesting to build, but something to do in the meantime. And you're still collecting apples, aren't you? How many apples am I at? That's a good question. I haven't checked in a while. Stay away, zombie. Wow. 11,000 almost 12,000 apples. Wow. Well, if I ever need to start a brewery by myself, I've got enough food. I've got enough apples to do it. So lots and lots of apple cider. Eat some sushi. So yeah, I think that's my next major thing. Is my next major. Apparently, I can't speak today. My next major project is going to make use of those drawbridges. It's also going to make use of something you guys have been seeing throughout all the little views into this farm. You've been seeing it here and there, but I haven't done anything with it. And I think I'm going to finally do something with it next. Where'd all my cows go? And I had some chickens in here. Who's eating my livestock? But yeah, I think that's the plan. So we're going to do something with this drawbridge. I'm pretty sure. Alright. Yeah, sorry this was kind of a maintenance episode, but I'm reaping the spoils of my my Ender Dragon kill, enjoying that. I did dump all the experience I got from that into the experience tank down over there, so eventually I can use that for stuff. Giant spider. I think we'll leave him alone. Okay, well, thanks for watching. If you could like, share, and favorite this video. And if you guys have any suggestions on cool stuff that you want to see me play around with that I'm kind of skimming by, just let me know and I will poke around with it. And I think after my next current goal, I think the next thing I want to do is find enough wither skeletons to kill stuff to get a wither and beat him for another star. So those are some long-term goals. Okay, thanks for watching, and as always, have fun.